Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will kill you now. Protect you from your wild curiosity.
What it do, y'all? You already know. But in case you don't, it's none other than yours truly, the savior of souls, the destroyer of the Btw clan, man. We back at y'all with another one. Man. I know this shit random, bro, but oatmeal good as a bitch. Y'all gotta stop putting sugar and shit inside your oatmeal, man. Put fruit. I know, you know, to most motherfuckers who aren't like working out and things like that, with them egg whites, man, you will bulk up, I'm telling you. But enough about me, let's get to the match here. Would y'all look at this, man? Long Tree is being aggressive, bro. He's trying, which is, you know, I think like the problem is that he hasn't really like changed too much of his normal sort of offense, and he still likes to use slow attacks. He still like to use slow moves, bro. Like he just being aggressive. You gotta get in there and use your excuse me. You have to get in there and use your quick attacks, bro. Like quick step, or I don't know what it's called. His version of Army of One. This character has a lot of unintended things, like y'all will see, and I'll point it out. Like it's a situation later on towards the core that happens with Tidus and me in this match where you'll see. All right, I'm not gonna eat no more right now. I'm gonna finish this, but y'all see like what he's gonna do. And another thing, advice for this, right? You might as well just block, bro. So I mean, and pray to the Matrix God, the internet, like for some reason, like allows you to get out of it, probably because of distance issues, things like that. Like I do have to be within a certain range for me to really capitalize off of it. There are certain situations where it won't work, and like I'm saying, like he keeps using slice and dice like it's lightning strike. It's not going to work. That HP is way too slow. It just has extremely good tracking. It has better tracking than lightning strike. Like almost like lightning strike doesn't really have tracking. You know, you can get out of the way of the hitbox. It's just that it has a wide area of effect, like a lightning move should, you know. It has an enormous area of effect. That's the thing about it, you know. And the way he's playing his character, I think he needs to readjust the way he plays, right? You see right there what I was talking about? If I anticipate slice and dice, it's not going to hit me. I would have to be thinking about something different other than slice and dice. It's never going to work. Just like with Bart's and Knight, right? Like if I anticipate they're going to use Knight, I can come in, not press anything, and wait for Knight to deactivate and then hit him. You know what I mean? Shout out to Niash, like learned that from watching him play, and how he deals with people that do that. You know, like the same thing in a 3v3. Like if you watch what certain people do, you can pick up on what these situations are no different than the situation in a 3v3, except for there are not 2 other people on my team and 2 other people on his team. So if I Aurora somebody if I Aurora them and I melee them to the wall, and there's nobody around to do nothing about it, when the tree fall doesn't make a sound. Why would it not make a sound when it's the same situation? You see what I mean? That's what I look for. The same sort of situation. Like I wasn't expecting Slice and Dice then, and I think he could have got a lot more mileage by getting in my face and forcing a mix-up. I don't think he understands like the mental levels of forcing a mix-up and like what's that stuff G Will used to say? You know, like faking them out pretty much. But I call it forcing a mix-up. Like, you know, like I'm getting in your head, like you don't know when I'm finna do what I'm finna do, but I know when I'm finna do it, or when I'm going to do it. This was stupid of me. I shouldn't have done that right there. He was way too close in. I should have just ate the mix-up and decided to dodge the potential HP, because you know it's sort of like thinking of it in Tekken. Like, would you continue to eat lows by trying to duck them, or you know, because an experienced player can make you stop blocking. You know what I mean? By the way he uses his footsies. You know, an experienced player can stop you from dodging. I don't think he had a tool. That's why he didn't come in. You know, he didn't have his version of Army of One. I don't know why he just didn't use his dash attack with as much priority over lightning that move has, right? Like, he's so, like, he's still playing so scary, bro. But that's the thing, right? Like, being aggressive like that does have its weaknesses. And everything about a 1v1 is about getting into your opponent's head. Like now, he had no idea what to do. He was hoping that I like started to move around or do something else. Your best bet in that sort of situation, especially being an assassin, is just melee, bro. Just use normal melee. Just use melee or whatever move you may have that negates melee. In case, like, you know, like some people may just melee again in that situation that I was in. You know, some people may just start like walking forward, backwards, and side to side. You know, like trying to bait a movement out of you. You know, all these things all pay. You know, like these things you gotta know about almost every situation. Like a dangerous situation, like, you know, what happens when your back's at the wall? Like, what are your options when their back's at the wall and you are the aggressor? You know what I mean? And it's also character dependent. You know, and that comes from learning more about your character. You know, in this situation, I'm surprised it didn't turn me towards the wall. There has been situations where that move twists me towards the wall, and I would have ate a HP, a most unintended HP. So we're finna see in a little bit what he's gonna do. You see, like that, like I anticipated some type of action. I knew something was going to happen, so float right next to him, right out of the range of the shit that he usually does, and then you take advantage of it. You know, I should have been used that. There were situations I could have got away with Army of One. A lot easier, you know, than what me waiting for a more clear situation. Yep, you see what I'm saying? He falls for that fake out right there. Like that's that's a easy to identify fake out. Like when you're blocking on the ground and then they jump in, they jump over you. You know, it's not even really that effective of a fake out, but it can be used as a fake out. You know, that's just a common thing that I do. Now I have a traveling binder. I screw up my wall combo here. You know, I don't know why it didn't reset then. It usually does. That's the one situation it didn't, you know, but there's a lot of unintended things with Tidus here. Him, you know, after he does one of his flips and he decides to like dodge away, I believe he does go an unintended area of like travel away. You know, he does travel an unintended distance away. Like it's not like you could tell it's not like intended because he instantly just appears somewhere else. You know, it's almost like he's a glitch, and they didn't, you know, the reason why they didn't really fix Tidus is because he's popular in Japan. That's why they didn't fix him. They want this character to win. I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be no hater. It's very obvious, bro. It's just as obvious as the way that you should be playing. I'm not an expert on Tidus, but I guarantee you someone that is should be telling you that, you know, outside of certain situations, I'm not saying just fight blind with blind offense. I'm saying fight a lot more with, you know, be a lot more aggressive. His archetype says that he should be aggressive. You know, like outside of wall splat to HP, you did about a little bit less than half. You know, as long as lightning got at least like 1500, that's almost 3k off of a break, bro. That's that's almost death on like getting hit. And with Army of One, like watch how much more damage I'm finna do. I was at like 400 and went to 1370. Look, and then the break happened. I'm at 2496. Like, it's just, she could kill quicker than these characters. And no matter how much you want to try and play this character in that way, right? Like, the only way that he sees that he would be similar would be is if he used Bainga, you know, and then combo the HP off of Bainga, which almost any character can do. But I'm talking about they're you know, it's obvious he's trying to play Tidus in the same way. Like, you know, he'll just, you know, lightning strike is scarier than, especially, well, he's making it seem scarier than the move slice and dice. He's making lightning strike seem scarier, right? Because slice and dice is supposed to be a scary ass move. It catches everybody. That, like, everybody gets hit by a washing machine. You know, that's the nickname of the attack. It's called washing machine. You know, like everybody gets hit by that shit. And he runs up, he tries it again. He, you know, he loses the melee, bro. It just loses to my offense. You know, that time, after doing certain attacks and dodging, like, you know, he kind of can just get away with like an unintended dodge. Like, it's not the fact that the dodge wasn't supposed to happen. It's the animation that happens, right? Like, normally when you see Tidus dodge, you can see him dodge. You see him dodge backwards then. But he's going a distance that I know is not intentional. Mind ya, this is one of the counter picks for Lightning too. This and Cant. Like, these are the direct counter picks. He has been playing Tidus since the beginning of time. And this is why I say, like, Tekken players are smarter. They are, because, you know, I don't know why they are technically, but the thing about, you know, like, they study their characters, bro. They're like, you get certain sort of players in here who like don't really know what to do. You know, like, they got a slight understanding of how characters should be played. Then there are some players who don't know how this sort of 1v1 is even intended to be played, bro. Like, this is his summon too, right? And he's not careful enough to the point. Watch this. He almost dies. What? He has 4 health right now. Well, not anymore, because he has HP regain. You know, he's not going to change anything. He's not, you know, that right there sealed it 100%. There's no way he's coming back from this. Even though this showing was better, I know more about how he plays now. So even if he would have got this match, I was guaranteed another 2K points to stack on top of the bare minimum 4K points I have right now. Already at 4K. He's still like 2,000 behind, because I already have a match on him where I just straight up annihilate him. Mind you, this is the counter pick. This is why I say y'all need stronger players. I should have just dashed in and lightning strike. I shouldn't have melee. Should have just dashed in and lightning strike. I would have won. Well, I mean, I'm going to win anyway, but you know, he decides to just try and run away, and because in his head he thinks he has points. He's trying to survive another round, but bro, that's not how points work. You have to still be aggressive, like I said. The combination of what I had here with this is over 4K, obviously. What did he have the first round? Like 500?
I won't let anything stand in my way.
You know, what did he have like first round? Like 500 points, bro, I think. Yeah. Like close to 500 some points. Laughable. Like, it's just, this is the counter pick too, bro. This is the counter pick with a player that is playing this character since the beginning of the time, but is not trying to be rude or nothing, but it's not that good, bro. I don't want that sticker. I don't want that one. I want the one that got lightning on it. But yeah, he needs to continue to play 1v1s, bro. This has been the Savior Shows. We'll catch y'all later.
The messenger is standing at the gate, ready to let go, ready for the crush of the messenger. Too late for whispers, too late for the blush. The past is mercy when the future's glow. Kneeling journey dressed in